Hi everybody. Thanks for watching this training video on the Musical Milestones program that we just recently crafted. I think this is going to be a really cool way for us to liven up our students' lesson experience and also help the parents and the students all be on track as far as their musical achievements are concerned. I think this is going to be a great retention tool, so I want everybody to embrace it fully and really implement it as it's supposed to be implemented. So this training video will be about 5 minutes, and we will go over everything you need to know about musical milestones.
All right, these are our musical milestones trophies and medals. As you can see, there are 12 levels, starting with quartz, then going up to amber, and then we have garnet, which is the next level, and then we have turquoise, and on up the ladder. Emerald level, alexandrite level, and then we have the higher levels. At 5 years we have ruby, and at 6 years we have blue diamond. So these are basically set up into 6-month and 1-year increments. So we would have 6 months, 1 year, 1.5, 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, 3.5, 4 years, 4.5, 5 years, 5.5, and 6 years. And that is how the trophy system works. We have a local trophy provider that's just up the street. So if we ever have any misspelled trophies, we can easily get those fixed. And that will be a lot better for us, I think, as we move into the Musical Milestones program. So one of the most important steps in creating musical milestones was creating the criterion that we would need to gauge how our students are performing over their course of time with us. And this is basically a breakdown of all of the various criterion that we have for students to move from level to level. We have the level right here, and then the average time to reach the level. There's a little asterisk right there, and what that basically means is that a student's really going to have to hit these criterion to pass the tests. And some may take 7 months, some may take 7.5 months. It just kind of depends on the student and their ability. And we want to try to give them reachable milestones, but at the same time challenge them to really start to develop their musical ability over time. Quartz level, ability to read notes on the treble clef. Then we have some sight reading skills at amber, have a repertoire of at least 3 performable songs. We have things like at 1.5 years developing better technique, ability to play scales and arpeggios, ability to sight read easy songs, beginning understanding of music theory, have a repertoire of at least 4 performable songs. I prefer that those be memorized, develop ear training for intervals. And on up the ladder we go. The first task for you guys, the teachers, is to figure out where on this path each student will be. Some will be a little further along, some maybe you're just going to be at this level. So I'm going to use Mike McGrogan's students as an example. He has done what I've asked him to do, and that is to get the dates for every starting student. So these can be Mimi or myself can help you with that and give you the access that you'll need in order to get that going. So for example, we have Shiva up here, who started about a year ago. He started in 2019 at the beginning of February. So that would mean he's about a year in. So he would land here on the amber test for 1 year. We want to see if he does in fact have these abilities. Can he sight read? Does he have a repertoire of at least 3 performable songs? If not, we might go ahead and just extend this date out a little bit. But if he's ready, we're going to go ahead and test him. If we go down to here, we have Reshmi. She's been with us for about October, November, December, January, February, about 5 months. So she's kind of coming up on her quartz test about this time. And we'll want to create a test date for her. Now what happens at the testing, the teacher creates that and does it in the lesson. And at the end of the test, if they do pass, they're going to get a certificate. We're holding off on giving the medals and the trophies out. Our plan is to do medal and trophy ceremonies. So every 3 months, what we'll do is collect all of the kids who have won a trophy or a medal during that time, and we'll have a nice little event in the back room in the big studio in the back, and we'll have a little ceremony for them. And I'm hoping that that will really add some extra juice to this and make everybody really stoked to be a part of the Musical Milestones program that we're doing. So that's essentially how you would do it. You'll just, the first thing you'll do is you'll want to find out when they started and then find out where they fall on here. Now, if you'll notice, I have made this spreadsheet out to where it goes all the way up to the highest level there, all the way up to the blue diamond level. But in between, we have these 3-month reports. So every 3 months, we have a report sheet that Mimi will have for you. It's really easy to fill out. You know, you can do it in, at the last minute of one of their lessons or something like that, and just fill out the report and hand it to them directly. That way the parents see that we are actually engaged with what is happening with their progress, and we're documenting it as we go along the way. And that essentially is Musical Milestones. It's not hard to do. It just takes some focus and a little extra effort on your guys' part. But I think once we get into a flow with this, it's going to be really good. And I'm excited to working with you guys on this as we move forward.